So today was a good pickups day. I figured I'd just do a pickups video. So I was out at a local thrift store and I came across GTA 2. I have never played GTA 1 or 2, and so I was super excited to see this, but unfortunately, they couldn't find the disc. I took a few games up there, and this is the only one they couldn't find the disc, and it had everything else in there. So I asked them if I could just buy the case and manual, and they sold it to me for $2.50. So now I just gotta buy the game loose, and I'll have a complete copy of this. But super happy to come across that, and then once I finally get the disc, I'll hopefully be able to finally play this game. Resident Evil 4. I've never owned or played Resident Evil 4. I was kind of excited to come across this as well because it was just sitting on the shelf and it was only $13 for PS2. I know the remake's coming out, but I'm not excited for the remake because, again, never played this game. So I want to play the original game because everybody just talks about how kind of campy and fun the original game is. And when they showed the trailer for the remake, people were freaking out because all the original, I guess, weird stuff was still in the game. So it's I want to play the original game and see what that's like. But it was a complete in-box copy and stuff. $13, not bad. I'll take it. You have King of Route 66. I know that this is an arcade-ish racer. I've never played this game, but it's Sega published, AM2 developed. I will pretty much buy anything AM2 developed, and this is no exception. PlayStation 2, if I come across a game that I've not heard of before and it's from publisher and developer I trust, I'll jump on it. So this is the most expensive game that I bought today at $19, but it seems like it's going to be a pretty fun game. If anything, it's just kind of a stupid fun arcade game to play. This one is also complete in box, so happy about that. That's it for the PlayStation games. Everything else is going to be some kind of flavor of Xbox. So the first one up, Street Racing Syndicate. This one I thought just was kind of a campy racing game, but I love me some import, Japanese import cars. This one looked like a game called Tokyo Extreme Racer, which is a game that I love, that whole series. We don't get racing games like this anymore that aren't broken up into a million DLC and in-app purchases and stuff. So I tend to just stick with older racing games anyway, but this one was also complete in box. Next, we have Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I have this game on the Wii U, but my lord, do I not want to set up a Wii U anytime I want to play this game. So when I saw this on the Xbox 360 just sitting on the shelf, and it was $10, I just took a chance on it. Next one up, I guess spoiler alert, but I ended up finding Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. I had Dragon Age Origins on the PS3. I did not finish it, and I kind of would like to go back and play through it again and finish it. I ended up grabbing Command & Conquer 3 for Xbox 360. I discovered that Age of Empires 4 was on PC Game Pass, and so I've just been playing a buttload of Age of Empires 4. That game has stuff in it that just drives me crazy, but it made me want to play RTS games really badly again. And so when I came across Command & Conquer, I was like, you know what, this might scratch that itch. We have another set of games here. Star Wars Force Unleashed, Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. This is another one. I had the first game on the PS3. I played through most of it, but I didn't finish it. And I've never played the second game. And so, oh my gosh, the tape is stuck. So I want to play through. I've been really wanting to play through Force Unleashed 1 again, but this game is surprisingly hard to find in my area. I can come across Force Unleashed 2, multiple copies of this at basically any game store or thrift store. They'll just have shelves filled with Force Unleashed 2. But this first game, my God, it's been hard to find. But I finally found one today, and I found these two at the same store. So it's you know what, I'm just going to grab them both. And now my favorite part is I found a thrift store today that just had awesome strategy guide section. And so I grabbed a bunch of strategy guides. Oh, I don't know, they might be too big. So I ended up finding a strategy guide for Ninja Turtles. This is the first remake that came out in the 6th gen. This is not like Turtles in Time or anything, although I think in some of these games you could unlock the original arcade game in Turtles in Time. But this one, interestingly, has all the 6th gen games, so PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, and PC, but they also have a Game Boy Advance tutorial in here. And the Game Boy Advance game plays a lot like Turtles in Time. Like, it's so much different than the one that released on home consoles and stuff. I was actually going back and forth on whether or not to get this one, and ultimately I decided to get it. Boom! Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of Two Worlds. With Marvel vs. Capcom 3 making an appearance back in the FGC world, with it going to be at Evo this year, this has a lot of like explanations on things, and like the move list and combos and stuff in this guide are really cool, and it has like a lot of in-depth information for like every character in the game. This is easily my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game, Sonic Adventure, the official strategy guide. You don't really come across many Dreamcast strategy guides, and so I was gonna, like, as soon as I saw this one, I was gonna nab it anyway, just because it was Sonic Adventure. And again, you don't really come across many Dreamcast strategy guides for some reason, so grabbed it, love it, don't really need it, but actually kind of need it just for a collection. Got a guide for Crystal Chronicles. I love Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube. I feel like it's a different and interesting Final Fantasy experience, and like it got a re-release on the Switch, but it did not get a physical release, which sucks. But hopefully one day it'll get a physical release, and we'll see if this guide still works for it. And then the last two guides here that I have are from the same series, but a series of different games. First one up, it's going to be Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons official strategy guide. I love me some Legend of Zelda strategy guides. Like, these are some of the first games that I had strategy guides for back in the day, and I did not have a guide for the Oracle games, so very cool. Come across that. Boom! Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This one, before Breath of the Wild came out, this was probably my favorite 3D Zelda game. Breath of the Wild easily like blows this out of the water. But when I was a kid, I played through Ocarina of Time so many times. Like, the first time I played it, I played through the game in its entirety, and then immediately started it over. And then probably for like the next 3 months, I just kept playing this game on repeat, starting it over and over and over. This is another game, though. I don't really need a guide. Like, I've played this game so much, I could probably write a guide myself. But I love some Legend of Zelda, and I love some Ocarina of Time. Anyway, yeah, like I said, today was just a very good pickups day, and figured, you know what, maybe I'll just do a pickups video. I don't really do them anymore, and I'm not planning to make it a regular thing anymore. just out of the specialness of today. Here we go. But I hope if you're doing well, if you're watching this video, I hope life in 2023 are treating you well. And I guess until the next time our paths cross, have a good one, and talk to you later. Peace.